Have you ever watched a British movie and noticed how different the English sounds? It's fascinating, isn't it? The way they pronounce words can be so distinct from what we're used to hearing in America. It's the same language, but sometimes it feels like we're speaking in codes. You might find yourself needing subtitles just to understand the dialogue. Well, the English language, in its travels across the globe, decided to have a little fun with its sounds. As it spread, it picked up different accents and pronunciations, creating a rich tapestry of dialects. The English we hear in Britain and the English we hear in America, while very similar, have developed their own unique flavor. This evolution is a testament to the dynamic nature of language. This flavor comes from something called pronunciation. Pronunciation is the way in which a word is spoken, and it can vary greatly from one region to another. Think of it like this. We all have our own unique handwriting, right? Just as our handwriting can reveal a lot about us, so can our accents. Some neat, some messy, but all still English. Handwriting styles can be compared to accents in the way they add personal flair to our communication. Accents are like the handwriting of language. They give us clues about where a person is from and add a unique touch to the way we speak. So next time you hear a different accent, think of it as a beautiful variation in the language we all share. An accent is simply a way of pronouncing words that is specific to a particular region or group of people. It's a fascinating aspect of language that adds richness and diversity to our communication. Accents can tell us a lot about a person's background, their culture, and even their personal experiences. They are like musical notes that create a symphony of sounds, each one unique and beautiful in its own way. Just like how we can tell the difference between a spicy curry and a mild one, our ears can distinguish between various accents. The way we pronounce words can be as varied as the ingredients in a recipe, each adding its own flavor to the mix. Our ears can easily pick up on the distinct flavors of British and American accents. It's like listening to different genres of music. Each has its own rhythm, tone, and style that makes it stand out. These differences in pronunciation are what make British and American English sound so distinct. The way vowels and consonants are articulated can change the entire feel of a conversation, much like how different instruments can alter the mood of a song. It's like adding different spices to the same dish. The base ingredients are the same, but the final taste is unique. In the same way, the core structure of English remains, but the accents add a special twist. For instance, the R sound often takes a holiday in British English. This subtle difference can make British English sound smoother and more fluid. Think of words like car or better. The R sound is softer, sometimes almost disappearing. This is just one example of how accents can shape the way we perceive and understand language, adding layers of meaning and nuance to our everyday conversations.
Let's play a game. We'll take some everyday words and see how they're pronounced differently in British and American English. Ready?
Tomato, the British say tomato.
While Americans go for tomato. See the difference?
Schedule. The British pronounce it as schedule.
While Americans say schedule.
Vase, in Britain it's vase.
While in America, it's vase.
Interesting, isn't it? These are just a few examples, and as you delve deeper, you'll discover a whole treasure trove of words that sound delightfully different. Section 4. History's echo in our words. Language is more than just a means of communication, it's a living record of our past. Now, why does this happen? Why do languages evolve and change over time, sometimes in ways that seem almost mysterious? Why did these accents diverge? What forces were at play that caused the English spoken in America to sound so different from that spoken in Britain? Well, language is a living thing, constantly evolving and adapting. Just like a tree grows and changes with the seasons, so too does language. Centuries ago, when English sailed across the Atlantic with the early settlers, it began to change. New environments, new communities, and new challenges all played a role. New influences all left their mark on the language, shaping its pronunciation over time. The melting pot of cultures in America introduced new words, new sounds, and new ways of speaking. Think of it like a game of telephone, but played over generations. Each person adds their own twist, their own interpretation, and over time the message changes, the language whispered from one person to another, across time and continents, slowly transforming along the way. It's a fascinating journey, one that continues to this day as our words carry the echoes of history. Section 5. Celebrating the music of language. So the next time you're watching a British film or chatting with an American friend, Pay attention to their pronunciation. You might just discover a new favorite sound of English. Isn't it fascinating how this one language can have so many different melodies? It's a testament to the dynamism and diversity of human expression. If you enjoyed this linguistic adventure, give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more explorations into the wonderful world of words.